you still believe in the betterment of humanity, of the world.
I got you.
So most likely you'll pick the side of authority.
Of course, yeah.
Right, because that's the way the world's been set up in One Piece. You will choose the side of authority.
Yeah.
But once you join that side of authority, you realize people have their own ideas of what justice is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of it will come in conflict with your views of what justice is.
Odin!
Bald heads! Yes, sir. Bald heads in the chat. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what I love about One Piece is it really does make you think. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, what you think is the right thing to do, depending on the perspective or the character they're like focused on.
Yeah.
It's good or bad, depending on how the world receives it.
Yeah, it's like when they went to Mermaid Island after the 2-year was it that's am I saying that correct?
The 2-year time stick? Yeah. Fishman Island? Mermaid Island, same.
It's like it's like when they went to Fishman Island and when they were walking through, they're like, oh my God, these are Straw Hats.
It's the Straw Hats.
They're destined to destroy this.
Right, the notoriety.
Notoriety, yeah. So they're like, oh my, they were fearful of him.
And the freer you are, the more notorious you become.
Yeah.
But you are notorious because the authority that, polices the world, pretty much reports your exploits as crimes against the world.
Yeah.
So regardless of what you do, good or bad, it's a crime against the established authority in the world of One Piece.
Exactly. It's like One Piece film Z, when he's like, I don't care about whatever you guys are doing. I just want my hat
back.
Right. I just want my hat.
Right. So like there's oh dude, so just even getting into it, so like we don't jump around. Like there's the lore of One Piece is so rich because like I understand a lot of the complaints that
the main two complaints that we get are animation style and the longevity. Or what I get. Oh, I don't like the animation style or the longevity.
Like it's too long. There's too many episodes.
Yeah. So,
but I think it's one of those like deep lore, like those deep lore type of stories where you could compare it to like your Star Wars or your Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Because
every single piece of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say it's a slow episode, but it's only dialogue, but every single thing has weight. Everything in every scene means something.
But you know why it's different though, right? Because a lot of the lore.
Hold on. Let me answer this question.
Lord Fuzzy Nuts!
Fuzzy!
How we doing?
Odin said, damn, humanity. Smoke says, I am justice.
You what?
Snot says, are you reading from an article or something, or is this an essay y'all wrote? This is literally all off the top of my head, and I just wrote bullet point questions.
Yeah, bullet points. Yeah, so I'm kind of just going through them because he's like a diehard One Piece. I'm like the second level of it, as you can tell. I'm obsessed with Zoro.
I just know a lot of words, so I can eloquently,
Oh man,
that's the thing. That's why I tell y'all niggas to fucking read, bro.
Yeah, learn words.
Niggas think I'm reading off of an essay, bro.
No, this is not an essay.
This is literally my whole brain.
This is the bullet points that he put. Yeah, so we'll try to cover.
My whole brain. We're just trying to condense it because One Piece is like thousands and thousands, not thousands. It's like 1,000. What, 1,100?
1,100.
We're around 1,100.
They're about to hit 1,200 pretty soon.
Right? Yeah. That's spooky shit. Spooky shit.
But yeah. So it's like you said. Like I was saying, like the lore, like you said, is so different from like the Star Wars or anything like that because it actually connects. You can make references to real life based off of what we watch in One Piece, like everything that's happened. For example, the Void Century and the ancient history of
like the lost history, the Great Flood. It references very like monumental moments in across time, across religions, across cultures. Yeah, and it's like, Oda, how do you even know some of these things?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Even the
like niche cultural things that like you wouldn't even know. Like he's referencing, you know,
the Book of Alexandria.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
That Caesar's people burned down.
The Anunnaki people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like so many references to.
Or in like Skypea, it was talking about the Aztecs. And
right.
Connected in that.
Right. Mesoamerica and all that. Like, right. And of course, slavery. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That was especially for
that
the Fishman.
is, man, the way it addresses so many forms.
Vic's favorite portion of it.
Bro, that's the only reason why Vic will watch One Piece.
He's like, I'm waiting for the slavery part.
Bro,
he'll watch that whole arc until they get to. He'll watch the whole slavery arc until he gets.
What do you mean? There's no slavery arc. There's slavery throughout the whole thing.
But that's what I'm saying. He'll watch the entire arcs just so he can see the portions, or he'll just go on YouTube and say, clip all the
slave moments.
Yeah, the slave moments in One Piece. Yeah, you gotta follow Jinbei for that, bro.
But it really tells you. It really shows you.
Yeah.
You learn a lot about the world's history through the slaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for
sure.
Slaves and
how it literally went from the Celestials all the way till today, the segregation, the hatred, and all that stuff like that. And it's like even humans were ignorant themselves because they just didn't like the fishmen. But then remember when that young girl was on the fisherman's boat, she learned to like them because she knew who
she was raised by fishmen.
Exactly.
She was kidnapped as a kid, sold as a slave.
Yep.
And then during the Great Slave Uprising,
this was not Vivi,
Koala.
Koala.
She joined the revolutionary.
There you go. Yeah,
Koala.
Like she didn't like him at all.
And during the slave uprising, and a lot of the characters from the slave uprising will be very prominent in the show, in the lore.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is, it sets you in a point in time after, like, the most important events have happened, and you're like, okay, if the world just like so it's like, wait, comments?
Yeah, he said, "Who told Lord Fuzzy? Who told you to get an education?"
Smoke says my classes start June 3rd. I won't be here for a bit. Oh, all right, that's what's up, Smoke. I'm cheering you on, Smoke.
Yay.
Real shit,
congratulations, sir.
Watch, Smoke gonna be using fucking big ass words.
Proud
too.
of you, bro.
What
Proud
the
of
fuck?
you. Yeah, we gotta get with you guys because we're trying to start a new thing where you guys use our studio to like have conversations.
Yeah, Snot. It addresses things like that too.
What's that?
Man, it's the Stockholm syndrome. It addresses.
Yeah, that's part of it too.
It addresses mental illness. It addresses slavery.
Yep.
It addresses self-deletion. It addresses self-sacrifice, heroism. It addresses corrupt justice.
Yep.
It addresses.
Oh, Kuma's part of the slavery thing too.
Right. Oh,
born a slave.
His story and died
a slave. Oh. Born a slave.
But the way he died a slave is so fucked up. Because what he did after he was free.
Yeah.
Because he was, oh my goodness, born a slave. He was free, changed so much,
and they
did so much.
They're doing the story right now. They're
on the story right now.
But my brother and I were waiting for it just so we can watch it all together.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like if you guys ever saw any reactions of One Piece, you'll literally see people crying on not even any arc, any arc, like because it literally dives. It literally even the filler shows that people think are fillers, which are not.
There's no such thing as filler.
Are very important. Like after they escape, after they leave Skypea, they end up in a naval base. And that naval base connects to the main story. So it's like you have to watch it or you won't understand. How they got, bro, and then this is the sad part when they realize in the naval base,
right? Okay, so you got to explain it. So they
yeah, go ahead.
Essentially, they're finally setting sail off from their last adventure, which was literally in the fucking sky,
which I had to deal with the Aztecs.
And you're like, how do you get a ship in the sky? Bro, watch it, you'll figure it out. That's crazy as fuck. So yeah, so they just came from their adventure in the fucking sky. After defeating a thunder god. Jeez, how amazing, right? And they land in a maximum security naval base. Yes. Or is it like a training facility?
Yep. They're like, oh, pirate ship landed. It's a Straw Hats. Look for them.
Right, it's the Straw Hats. So the Straw Hats are already pretty notorious because they've wreaked havoc in this one portion of the world that has been established. So they're notorious in this one portion. So now they're moving to the next area of the world. So their notoriety is already through the roof now. So like they landed this naval base, and it's like this hijinks. What's the master of disguise type thing? They have to blend in. So the Straw Hat Pirates, have to blend in with the naval base crew so they can find a way to get their ship and escape. Right. So essentially, while they're essentially pretending to be naval. What do you call them? Navy crew?
Navy crew,
While they're pretending to be Navy crew, they're essentially like influencing all the crewmates,
and not the crewmates knowing that they're the notorious.
They're the notorious Straw Hats. So they're teaching them how to cook, teaching them medicine.
Yep,
my boy,
Chopper's
doctoring, the best doctor.
Yep.
In all four blues.
By the way, guys, he's a reindeer, not a raccoon.
He's not a raccoon dog.
Let you know.
Not a tanuki. Don't disrespect my bro. You know what I'm saying?
My bro.
And you can't have Chopper with the realest nigga alive. Exactly. The realest.
The second king.
Then again, that's the second realest nigga alive. Katakuri, you already know. There's only one. Charlotte.
He's the only one that had the most amazing song.
Absolute. Oh, bro. Yeah. Coolest song ever. Greatest character. Fucking. It was deific, bro.
It's like Halo. See, doing Halo in the bathroom, but different, bro.
It was deific. It was insane. Like, oh my goodness, it was amazing. Odin says, Fuzzy says,
Lord Fuzzy Nuts.
Fuzzy says, look here, bald head. I ain't doing shit in these comment streets.
I feel it, bro. I feel it, bro.
Odin says, I'd have to think about it. No, give it a shot. Give it a shot, man.
Yeah. Give it a shot. What?
Maybe watching it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is what I always say, because regardless of how you do it, because my brother and I, we watch it on Crunchyroll, so it separates it by seasons.